We are once again welcome to Pagina Tuition Training. You see, this is not the first time we are organizing training on how to write thesis, dissertation, and in the other way, you are also learning how to write proposal. If you are able to follow whatever we are going to study, it means that at the end of the training, you'll be able to defend your thesis with confidence, or you'll be able to defend your proposal with confidence. And that is why we are here. So this training is for this month, August. Anytime I meet you, I let you know this. This training will comprise both theoretical knowledge and practical skills on how to write thesis. So please take note of that. And what we are going to do is going to be practical. Aside the theory, I'll also be taking you through the way we write thesis here. So as we get the theoretical foundation, then I'll give you the practical aspect of it. I'll be giving you documents. I'll also give you a lot of information about how to write your dissertation or thesis and how to convert them in proposal language. You'll be able to do that. So you have to be a very committed person to follow this training we are going to have. But our focus is on the PhD candidates and masters. Undergrads are also doing dissertation, so they are also our focus. Most of the times, people does not even know the foundation of thesis, but they said they are writing thesis. So this night, I'm going to tell you some key ideas about research. The first one is about the key differences between a dissertation and a thesis. I know most of you have been hearing dissertation, thesis, dissertation. Sometimes you don't know which of them is which. And the truth is that when we talk of dissertation, as you see here, let me underline. Anytime we are talking about dissertation, it depends, or the difference between the two is about the number of pages. So the difference is about the number of pages. If you are doing a dissertation, it means that you write 60 to 80 pages. Let's know. So when you are writing a dissertation, this is the range of pages we expect from you. Now let's go to this one. When we talk of thesis, you write above 80 to, let's say, 150 and above. So above 80, let me use that word. So a greater than 80. Good. So if your number of pages is greater than 80, it means your work is no longer a dissertation. It is thesis. So please take note. Now, most often, those who are doing first degree, and those who are doing MSc, they mostly write dissertation. Sometimes some MSc, you not even write any dissertation. This is because they wanted you to write between 60 to 80 pages. Okay. When it comes to the thesis, it should be above. So most often those who write a thesis are the MPhil and the PhD candidates. The difference between the MPhil and the PhD thesis is that for the MPhil thesis, the last stop is around 120 pages. So there are some people who are doing MPhil thesis and they are having about 400 pages. Tell you that AI is writing their work for them. So if you submit to me, I will be able to detect. That is why sometimes you think the supervisors are worrying you. Because you are doing MPhil, you are writing 400 pages. It means that a lot of information there are rubbish. Unless maybe the supervisor requires you to write that extensive number of pages. But above 120, going is for PhD. So for PhD candidates, previously some schools averagely want you to write about 150 pages, where there was no Google for you to get information, and where there was no AI for you to get information. You cannot write below 120, but you should write within 120 and 150 if you're a PhD candidate. But now they are able to take 200 pages because they know you can search for the information online. And some are even writing about 400 and above pages. And if you are PhD, it is accepted. But if you are MPhil, it means you are going overboard. And there is a need for investigation. So take note. That's the difference between dissertation and thesis. So thesis is done by MPhil and PhD candidates. Dissertations are done by the first degree and MSc candidates. So let's take note of that. But now you can see first degree candidates who are doing also their work move from dissertation to thesis because of the number of pages. So take note of that. Most people do not understand these basic concepts. Now, when it comes to how to write proposal, in fact, we have a structure for proposal. I'm going to show you thesis structure. Then I base on that to teach you the proposal. So let me show the thesis structure. Here is a table of content for your thesis. The acknowledgement is about giving thanks to Almighty God, thanking your supervisor and desires acknowledgement. Dedication is about whom are you giving your work to. Some people dedicate their work to their husband, some their wives, some they are preachers, they are pastors, and those stuff. So it's not about that one. No supervisor will supervise that one. You are just writing what you want. So 1 line, 2 sentences, they don't care. Then the table of contents will come. List of tables, list of figures, and the abstract. When we say abstract, abstract is a summary of the work. It should not be more than 300 words. And in fact, if you are bringing your work to me, I will tell you it should not even be more than 150. If you write within 150, it's nice. So you are summarizing the whole work, but literature review is not part, and that is abstract. So anytime they ask you to write an abstract, it means that you are summarizing the work. Chapter 1, chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. Literature review is not part of abstracts. Take note of that. Then the main content is the chapter 1 that I was just mentioning them. The chapter 1. Let me use red pen from here. Okay, let me use pink. Okay. So this is our chapter 1. In fact, if you want to know the content of thesis, every school has a format. And on average, all the formats are the same. You only see one, a section, let's say in the chapter 1, which is not even important to be in the chapter 1, but some schools or some departments will accept. Sometimes some schools will not even accept that structure, depending on the department you find yourself or the faculty. So before you do the thesis, try to get a structure of your work. But in all those contents I've stipulated here, we are going to cover them in our training. And if we cover all of these, no matter the structure of your school, all these will be in. So take note. And that is why our training is very, very important. So we call the chapter 1 introduction. In thesis, we call the chapter 1 introduction. Take note. We call it introduction. And because the chapter 1 is called introduction, we don't have introduction under that introduction. We start from straight up 1.1, which is background of the study. We will teach you the way we write it, problem statements, you will come to objectives of the study, research questions. Then it follows. You come to research hypothesis. The difference between the research question and the hypothesis is that we base on the research objectives to write the research questions. We base on the research objectives to write the hypothesis. But the research questions are for qualitative research. Take notes. You cannot just join opening night without learning something here. And the research hypothesis is for quantitative research. So for qualitative research, we write research questions. For quantitative research, we write hypothesis. So in that case, if your research is mixed method, it means that these two sections will appear in your chapter 1. But if we're only doing qualitative research, only the research questions will come, hypothesis will not come. But if we're doing quantitative research, the research question will not come, but the hypothesis will come. Aside this, you listen to your supervisors, and supervisors, although this is the rule, they will still tell you to bring the research questions and the hypothesis. And when you take it to external supervisor, it is there that the external supervisor in your final defense will come and be making that correction. So do the right thing from what you are learning from Pagina Tuition today. So some of the questions are having, depending on the method you are using, if you are using mixed method, you have both the research questions and the hypothesis. Significance of the study will come. How do we write it? We will go into detail. Scope of the study. What are the contents we need in the scope of the study? And in fact, I will write for you to see. I will write for you to see. So what we are doing here is not an abstract learning. And if you could see, we are not using big English here. Because we want to understand. That's why we are speaking the English to the level everyone will get the concept. We write limitation of the study, scope of the study, and the limitation. And in fact, they are not equal. Some school calls the significance of the study as justification of the study. So your school template will give you that justification. It's the same as significant. The scope. Some of the school says delimitation. That is delimitation. You may see this. It's the same as the scope of the study. So take notes. Then we come to the limitation of the study and organization of the study. Chapter 2 is about the literature review. But you see, I did something here. I said that chapter 1 is introduction. But when your supervisor insists that you bring introduction under the introduction, you can either change the English and make it preview under it. Under the introduction, with the heading, you write preview and bring the introduction information there. Or you change this one to general introduction, then you bring 1.0 introduction. So that is a trick. The chapter 2 is about literature review. The same way we write introduction, I will teach you the way we write the introduction. When we say literature review, it means that you are going to recheck what others have done. That's the literature is whatever has been said, whatever has been written. So what I'm doing right now is literature. When we finish the training, I will share the video and you go back to what the video so that we get the understanding. You are doing literature review. That is the meaning. So with the training, we will go deeper to explain this concept. Another one, every school is having theoretical framework. Now I will teach you the way you write it. You have the conceptual framework. We have the empirical. These are the main contents. The ones you see under it are the subtopics you generate from the topic you are doing. So you have the empirical review. Then we have the conceptual framework, hypothesis development. The conceptual framework, in fact, will be the first thing we will do tomorrow, God willing. Because without that one, that is the foundation of the work. Without that one, you will not even understand what I'm doing. So that is where mostly I start from. If your work is quantitative and you have hypothesis in it, then we are going to have a section in the literature review which is about hypothesis development. So take notes. The chapter 3 of the research is about methodology. The chapter 3 is about methodology. What method did you use to conduct the research? And in fact, this is what we are going to concentrate, because our training is going to focus on quantitative research. These are the sections, mostly the general format requires. We will talk about research paradigm, research design, population. How do we even write them? We will discuss about some formulas to determine the sample size. And we will take our time to consider all the sampling technique, the probabilistic sampling technique, non-probabilistic. Then we check some people are using simple random sampling, stratified sampling. We will talk about all of them. Data collection technique and the rest. So these is the sections in the chapter 3 that we concentrate. Then we come to the chapter 4. How do we run the chapter 4 analysis? You see the template I've given you. There's a thematic analysis here, but we only perform thematic analysis if your studies is qualitative. But if your studies is quantitative, we don't perform thematic analysis. And within the training, what I'm going to teach you now in the training is the quantitative analysis. So we will learn how to run descriptive analysis, statistics, reliability analysis, inferential analysis, which is correlation, regression, to test the hypothesis of the study and those tasks. You are going to learn all of them, and the almighty discussion of findings. In fact, that is the most important aspect of whatever you have done in the chapter 4. And people find it difficult to write that one. We are going to break it down and teach you the way we write it, and we write it for you to see. For that one, to also give you sample of thesis for you to be keeping it to guide you when you are writing yours. With all this knowledge, you'll be able to also defend your work well, because when they ask you what is the research gap of your study, you know the gap. You'll be able to tell them from the work. So take notes. The chapter 5 is about summary of findings, recommendation, and conclusion. So we are going to handle all of them. Then we come to our references and our appendix, which is about the research instrument. I'll teach you the way we set questionnaire. We have 3 ways of setting questionnaire. I will teach you all of them. So take note of that. So this is the study content that we wish everybody brings in his or her work. Now let me base on that to teach you the way we write proposal. When they ask you to write research proposal, it simply means bring your chapter 1. In fact, in proposal writing, literature review is not part, but you can also bring it. In that case, you summarize it and you title it as preliminary literature review. So preliminary. Then you write a summary, not even more than 250 words, and you are done. Then you write summary of the methodology. Some school will give you proposal format. For that one, they want you to summarize, bring this methodology, key information, the methodology. They want you to handle this like the PhD students. You bring this. If you are not PhD candidates, there's no need to bring the paradigm. MPhil, you need to bring the paradigm. But let's say MSc, MBA, BSc, there's no need. It starts from the research design. You write a summary here, summary of under this, summary under this. All of those that I'm taking, you write summary under it and under this. So in all, you summarize them, not even more than 1 page. Then it becomes your methodology attached to the chapter 1, which makes your proposal. So take notes. And so it depends on your school format. Sometimes you can summarize all of them together. Sometimes the school wants you to write them heading by heading under the methodology. Number 2, when we are writing the research proposal, I'm handling it right now. We use future tense. Example is will. This one. You say the study will. So when you are writing objective, you say the study will. But when you turn it into thesis, you remove the will and you say the study investigates. But if it is proposal, you say the study will investigate. Take note of the difference. So all this content will come in your proposal with the exception of this. With the exception of this. but you make sure that your grammar changes to future, because when we say proposal, you are proposing. Then when they say write chapter 1, you only convert your proposal to chapter 1 because you only change the English from the well. Like the methodology, you say the study will use the number of people who sell oranges in Kumasi. It means you are talking about population. But when you are doing the main thesis, you say the study focused on those who sell oranges. So that is the difference. So take note. Take note of proposal and thesis. So that is our roadmap. When this is the way I'm going to teach you. With the content I showed you as a thesis structure, this is the process I'll be starting. I'll teach you how to get research topic. Very, very important. People struggle to get research topic. I'm telling you, God willing, if we are having life tomorrow, if we live, by the time we finish, you will be even searching for topics for other people, because it will not be difficult for you to set topic. And if we have a proper way of writing topics, some of you submit a topic, they will reject because of the way you have structured a topic. So we are going to learn all of them. In fact, I will tell you, go and do it and send it to me in my DM to check. Some will do, some will not do, I know. But if you do and I go through, I will make changes for you so that next time we'll be able to write a proper topic. We will learn how to identify variables in our thesis. Then, as I told you, we will draw the conceptual framework. We will use PowerPoint to draw. Then I will teach you the way we convert it into picture, image, JPEG, and fix the image in our thesis. Then I'll teach you the way we write research hypothesis, objective research questions, significance of the study, scope of the study, limitation for one day. And mostly I don't rush. So I take my time for you to get the foundation. And after getting the foundation, then we can speed a lot. Because whenever I mention a term, you understand, you don't become confused. So this will be the content of the work. And you see, it will handle all of what I've told you. Like this one, some school will bring overview of methodology in the chapter 1, especially KNUST, but not all schools will let you bring it. So take note of that. The next thing that we are handling right now is how you are to deal with your supervisors. In fact, please let me give you this clue. If you are a student, no matter the kind of knowledge you have, and you come to academia, thesis writing is like a game. Please keep it in your mind. As I sit here, if you give your work to me for me to supervise, at times I may read a sentence and I will tell you, take it out, because it will be that day I am not in good mood. I'm not concentrated. But you want to force me to look into your work, and I'll give you my suggestion. Later on, you will bring it and I will tell you, who told you to bring this? Who told you to do this? Meanwhile, I was the one who did it. And I'll say, no, this is no good. I didn't say it. So you are going to see all these challenges when you are dealing with a supervisor, because they are human beings. Not because they don't understand what they are doing, but because at times, because we are human, we are not concentrated. But you, as students, will be forcing for a supervisor to look into your work for you. And that is the challenges that mostly comes. So I will tell you that mostly be obedient to your supervisors and make sure what they say, you go and do like that. If they think there's a need for changes, go and do like that. In fact, some of the information I'm going to teach you here, somebody is a supervisor. He didn't or she didn't get the foundation of research. So he or she may not understand it like that. But you see, he's at a top level. You see, he or she is at the top level. And for that matter, if you are studying with the person, or you are working on a thesis with a person, and even the person does not understand some aspects, it will be difficult for you as a student to correct. So in that case, sometimes you suggest, please, I was thinking this is the way we do it. Should I do it like that? Should I go ahead? The supervisor might do few research and come back and tell you, okay, go ahead. Fine. But I'm telling you, not everything that they will tell you is right, but do as they have said. Then when they come back to themselves and they tell you to do something else, you go and make the same changes. Don't be crying. And most people are lazy. They will tell you, bring it. Sometimes they are also busy. So they will not take your work. They will wait. And they will shift blames on you. You are a student. When they even tell you, use one day to do your work. Because you have understand the concept, you should sit up and follow strictly and do the work. So I'm telling you that be obedient with your supervisors. I'm telling you, you see, when you finish with your supervisors, they take it to external. The one who is an external is also a supervisor in a particular school. And that person is going to say, this is mistaken it. Meanwhile, your supervisor said your work is okay. That's what I'm saying. In academia, these things are game. So those who like crying, stop crying and be concentrating till you finish. Be persistent till you finish. The same way, your supervisor is also external to different school. So that the same different school supervisor also bring their work for external, and your supervisor also punch holes in them. And even if an external finish punching holes and they give their work to you as a student, and you want to go to, you also find a way to punch holes because it's human work. It cannot be 100%, but it should be nice and follow academic language. The last thing is that throughout the training, I'm going to give you SPSS for free. You'll be able to install it on your laptop for free. We have Telegram page, Pagina Tuition Telegram page, where I've put the software there, crack and everything is intact. So you just download them, have access to them, install them, and then use them for free. It will not expire. If not, if you go to download them, it will expire. So it's going to be a benefit to you. I also give you the training materials, the documents. I'll give you sample thesis for you to be looking, for you to guide you throughout your writings. So all these things will be there. We'll be using process V4 to do analysis. We call some one analysis, moderation and mediation analysis. Those who are doing moderators and mediators, you'll be performing those analysis in the training. So the software will be there. Let me try to see if I can share a Pagina Tuition Telegram on the screen for you to check. So there's a Telegram page. You see that the softwares are there. The software, if even you even go to the Telegram page, you join the Telegram page, you can even watch our video before tomorrow we meet. I've given a New Year package on the page. It's a video which is about, you scroll up, you see that video. It's even here. I've targets. I've pinned it. Sorry. It is fully about how to write research proposal. Research proposal fully considered. So you can watch it and learn the way you write proposals. About 2 hours. People ask questions and it made us expand it. You can have access to them. So if you are not on any Pagina Tuition training page, you can join us. You can send a request or you request for our number. You chat us, we send you the link, then you join. So whatever information we share with researchers, you also have access to them for free. Then we also join a Telegram page, have access to all these videos. Then it will shape you and it will help you to defend your work. To help you to defend your work. I'm ending here. If you have any question, you can bring on board for us to discuss together. God willing, tomorrow we are starting the chapter 1 fully. And those who are registered are those who are going to have an access to the link. So we have created page for them. If you have paid and we have updated your name, please contact the number. If you contact the number on the page, which is sharing the information, we will send you the link to those who have paid, who have registered for the training, the full training. Then you also have access to it. It's only 150 cedis. It is not any big amount. Those who call us for one-on-one consultation, they know the kind of money they are paying. Huge money. But when we do it together like this, we make it lower money so that everybody can register. So don't let only 150 Ghana cedis deceive you. Seek for knowledge. It's very, very important. Seek for knowledge. Somebody saying, please, will you share the Telegram link on the page? Yes, I will share it on the main page. Main page. Our partner tuition is having 2 pages. Please join only one. Because what we share here, we share it on the other page. So there's no need for you to join the 2. You are only blocking other people from joining. Some pages are more than 1,000 and they are on it. And the other is also more than 300. So you can have access to the other one. We share everything on the page for you. I hope people are fine. So these are you'll be also using Quillbot for referencing. I'll teach you the way we do referencing, APA referencing and the Harvard referencing. They have all been a requirement, but mostly in Ghana, we use the APA, which is American Psychological Association style of referencing. You will learn that one and we will do that in our work. Sometimes we see some people doing referencing in their work. You start laughing, you know, the person does not understand what he or she is doing. So take note. Please also teach us how to do the table of contents. How to generate a table of contents is secretariat work, Mr. Danzo. It's a secretariat work. Generating table of content is not part of writing thesis. That's why I've showed you the information we are going to do, but to generate is just administrative work. So I don't want to bring it here. Okay. Yes, Mr. Gideon, if you have questions, you can ask. Then somebody, the next one is serious, then we also come in. Your name is serious, so if Gideon is not talking, serious can talk.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, bro.
Good evening. Please, my question is, what percentage of response is accepted for your analysis? Like, what is the percentage that you get very accepted when you are doing your analysis?
What percentage
Percentage
like
of
what? I don't
response.
understand the question.
Like, let's say I administered a questionnaire and I had, let's say, 25% of respondents. Is it accepted?
So I don't understand.
I said, let's say I administer a questionnaire uh, for people to.
Your network is worrying you. Let's see yours come, then you come back. Serious, you can talk.
Yes.
Uh,
And at the end, let's say a percentage of the questionnaire. The percent. Okay, okay.
Serious, come.
okay. Good evening once again.
Good evening.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I've enjoyed your lesson, and the last time I joined, I think that was the last one that you did. Yes, I am an engineering student pursuing my PhD. But the issue is that sometimes along the line I get stuck because in our case like this, what I'm working on, I have to design a let's say an artifact and then make some analysis. You see, so when this happens, sometimes I find it difficult to link it to your area. If I understand, your area is more like the accounting or business, or let's say those that are doing English or what. But when it comes to engineering, the chapter 1 will be okay, chapter 2 will be okay, but the chapter 3 and the chapter 4, sometimes our design and our analysis, it will become very, very difficult for us to understand certain things. So I don't know how you find a way of helping us.
Okay. Last, I think you said we have done it before, so you
Oh
have
yeah.
heard it before, huh? I keep on saying that, and we have research in different categories. Here we are
Okay.
not here to read books, type of research, exploratory research. No, no, no. So we cannot handle every research in one training. But we mostly consider this aspect because this is where you mostly get many people doing. So an advice I give is that I know that, and I've been helping other people. So if we're in engineering, you have a way of doing your chapter 3, which is materials and methods. We have a way of writing them. For your analysis, it's not even much difficult. It is just the basic ones. But where the challenge comes is the materials and methods, how we do them and fix them. So what I mostly tell you if you have forgotten is that some of you, after getting all this, if you learn even this one, you'll be fine. Then because that one is little different, because you have already gotten the foundation, linking it back there does not become difficult. So I've been saying you can even contact me or you get some group of people who are also within the same sector. Then we concentrate on that chapter 3 and the analysis for you. I even said analysis is mostly the basic ones, even not more detailed like what these people are doing here, like what I'm teaching now. But the only one that is much more detailed in your aspect is the methodology, which is the materials and the methods. So if we're able to gather some people for us, we will do it for you. And that's what some people are.
Okay.
We have special areas we consider. But when it comes to the general training, that is why we see the business aspect running through. Not because
Okay, I understand.
not because my food is busy, no. But because that is
Okay,
where we think we are getting a lot of people to learn.
I see, I understand.
So if
Yeah, I
there's any
understand.
help, that's why our contacts are always there. You just
Okay,
contact us, okay, I'm trying to mobilize some few people. How are you going to help me write this? Then we take you through.
okay. All right, thank you very much.
Welcome, boss. Mr. Gideon, you can now come. If I was getting you Gideon, I think your focus was on the number of people you wanted to answer your question or something like that. So I was not getting. But if that is the question, then it means that the population depends on you. If we are doing qualitative research, you can even use only one respondent. Sometimes not even more than 25, because something data saturation and you write it to explain. But when we're doing quantitative like administrative questionnaire, depending on the number of people you are using, you have to decide. But let's assume you want to do an advanced stat like CFA and SEM. That one we will advise you that if you want to do even that one, there's two parts. We have PLSM and we have the CBSEM. If we're doing the PLSM, if we get below 200 respondents, it's okay. But if we're doing the CBSEM, it should be 200 and above. If not, your analysis will not be perfect. So I don't know, that is where you are coming from. Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, I'm happy being part
Mr.
of this
Prophet,
house.
please, can you come again because my line was breaking. I didn't hear.
Where should I come again? Is it Oti who is talking?
I didn't hear it. So I only heard the 200 respondents also.
I'm saying that if you are doing CBSEM, you should get more than 200. If it is less than 200, you will do PLSM. That is what I was saying. Somebody is saying that I'm happy being part of this house. And I'm sure after completion, I'll be fine with the thesis. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Ibrahim. That is why people always recommend other people to join. I've been saying, don't be joining our training alone. Try to link other people. Although you see 150 Ghana cedis to be money, but it's no money if you compare what you are going to learn with that one. Even, excuse my word, the school fees you paid wouldn't have even given you that ideas. So we are here for serious purpose. So let other people also learn the same idea so that they can also defend and complete their school. Okay. Ahitofel said, thank you so much. Please, what about term paper writing? When we say term paper writing, Mr. Ahitofel, term paper writing is just an assignment. Instead of you to write exams, we will say, no, I don't want you to write exam. Let me give you term paper. That is a term paper. It means I'm giving you a paper for you to go and write. And mostly term paper is about manuscript writing for publication. So we have heard about manuscript for publication. That is what term paper is mostly about. So they will give you sections. Let's say go and run analysis on this, go and get data, run analysis on this, go and write term paper. And they will give you, whenever they say term paper, let them give you the structure. And you see that the structure is introduction, literature review, methodology, findings, then conclusion. These are the sections they mostly give you to go and write. So that is it. And all those contents could be seen in the training we are doing. Because when they say introduction, and that is the chapter 1 we are finding this week. So in the term paper, you are only summarizing all of them together. Literature review, that is the same thing we are going to learn here. So you summarize all of them together. So the term paper is more of the summary of the entire, but at the end of the day, it becomes like a manuscript for publication. Thank you. Please, I hope there is no further question. If you have questions, feel free and ask. We are here. Our contact is also here. You can WhatsApp us. Let me zoom it for you to see. Sometimes when you WhatsApp this, don't think that you are talking to one person. Because we work in a team. So you can WhatsApp this, you can WhatsApp this. You can WhatsApp, and if you have any inquiries, you can make it, especially the first number you can be WhatsApping. And mostly if you WhatsApp that one, you get me. Okay. Somebody wanted to ask question. Gideon. Those who are also not on Pagina teaching training page, which
Yeah, I think
somebody have just
it's
recommended
in
us
the
for
chat
you.
box.
Take the numbers and WhatsApp the number.
I think it's in the chat box. How many theories can we use
Gideon,
in
today your network didn't help you. I don't know whether I'm the only one who is not hearing you.
your study?
Please, can you
Can you
hear
use
Gideon talking? It is only breaking.
His line keeps breaking.
Your whole study,
Gideon,
or it's in the chat box.
you have test, so
It's in the
that's
chat
fine.
box. It's in the chat
How
box.
many theories can you see in a study? Senior, it depends on you and your work. We don't have the number of theories that we have stipulated there that automatically should be like that. No. But you see, as when we are doing the training, we are going to mention them. Why we are bringing the theories. If you have 3 variables, you are likely to have 3 theories. If you have 2 variables, you are likely to have 2 theories. Sometimes your study can get you 1 theory. But those who are having 4 variables, you are likely to have 4 theories. And the theories make your work rich. And for PhD, you can only use 2 theories. For PhD, at least 3 and 4 theories will make your work more rich as compared to taking 1 or 2. And the theory should have a link. Because you have a theory, why are you bringing the next theory? It should have a link with the first one. And all of these will be discussed, the way we link them. So don't just bring any theory in your work like that. So I think we can end here. God willing, if you have not registered, you can chat us. We add you to the page, you make your registration, we add you, and then you take part fully in the training. God bless you.